Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the channel. And dear students, I hope everyone is doing good. Dear students, in this particular video, we'll be going to discuss the one of the main chapters of your biology, and that is the cytology section. And in so, dear students, let us start. And the first question we have, this question is your uh, from this question is particularly from the prokaryotic cell, and this statement first and the statement second, we have to choose the right statement. In statement first, in bacteria the mesosomes are formed from the extensions of the plasma membrane. Statement second, the mesosome in bacteria help in the DNA replication and cell wall formation. So here are the options. Statement first is correct, but statement second is incorrect, because यहाँ पर आपको पता होना चाहिए वी हैव बोथ द स्टेटमेंट्स ट्रू, बिकॉज बैक्टीरिया में मीजोसोम्स कहाँ से बनते हैं, प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन के एक्सटेंशन से, एंड दीज हेल्प इन द डीएनए रेप्लिकेशन इन द सेल वॉल फॉर्मेशन. नाउ हमारे पास पहला ऑप्शन गलत है, सेकंड ऑप्शन भी गलत है, एंड वी हैव द थर्ड ऑप्शन दैट इज ट्रू. बोथ स्टेटमेंट फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड आर करेक्ट. क्यों? बिकॉज मैंने आपको बोला कि ये जो प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन होता है प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल का, इसी से ही हमें मीजोसोम्स बनते हैं जो एक्सटेंशंस होते हैं, एंड दीज मीजोसोम्स हेल्प इन द डीएनए रेप्लिकेशन एंड द सेल वॉल फॉर्मेशन. नाउ वी हैव क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. Question number 2 is from the section Golgi apparatus. Which of the following statement are correct with respect of Golgi apparatus? It is important site of formation of glycoproteins and the glycolipids. ये वाला ठीक है. It produces cellular energy in the form of ATP. क्या ये बनाता है, ये हमें देखना है. It is modified. It modifies the protein synthesized by ribosomes on endoplasmic reticulum. फिर से एक बार अगर हम पढ़ेंगे, it modifies the protein synthesized by ribosomes on endoplasmic reticulum. It facilitates the transport of ions and it provides mechanical support. यहाँ पर अगर आप देखोगे गौर से, so we have this and this, these two are the correct options. It is the important site of the formation of the glycoproteins and the glycolipids. It modifies the protein synthesized by the ribosomes on endoplasmic reticulum. And the options we have here, this one is wrong and this is the perfect answer. This one is wrong and this one is wrong. अगर हम explanation इसकी देखेंगे तो ये ऐसे हमें बताता है, the The Golgi apparatus, sometimes called the Golgi body or the Golgi complex, plays a critical role in the processing and the packaging of proteins and lipids following their synthesis in the endoplasmic reticulum. It also has a role in the formation of the glycoproteins and the glycolipids. यहाँ से आपको ये सब कुछ समझ आ सकता है. Now we have another question. How many different proteins does the ribosomes consist of? And it's the simple question, and the correct option here is D. Now we have another question. Which of the following are not considered as a part of endomembrane system? And the options we have here: mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, chloroplast, Golgi complex, peroxisome. Simple question है. यहाँ पर हमारे पास क्या क्या options है? We have option A, we have ACE in option A, and we have AD in option B. In C we have ADE, and in D we have D and B only. So here is your correct answer, ACE, that is this mitochondria and chloroplast and we have peroxisomes. ठीक है, अगर आपने सेल पढ़ी होगी देन वहाँ पर एंडोमेम्ब्रेन सिस्टम आपने पढ़ा होगा. एंडोमेम्ब्रेन सिस्टम में हमारे पास एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम आता है, गोल्गी कॉम्प्लेक्स आता है, न्यूक्लियस भी उसमें आता है, न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन. So we have this is the endomembrane system, nuclear envelope, endoplasmic reticulum, and then Golgi complex, lysosomes, vesicles, the plasma membrane. यहाँ पर अगर हम explanation थोड़ा देखेंगे, this system is involved in the modification, packaging, and transport of proteins and the lipids. Easier, mitochondria and the chloroplast are not part of endomembrane system. They are both organelles with their own separate membrane and have their own DNA. They are thought to have originated from a symbiotic relationship with prokaryotic cells, and इसे हम क्या कहते हैं, एंडोसिम्बायोसिस, ठीक है, या एंडोसिम्बायोटिक थेरी भी हम इसे कहते हैं. Peroxisomes, although they are membrane bound organelles involved in many metabolic reactions, are also not considered part of endomembrane system, पता है, because they do not communicate with the other membrane organelles and are not involved in protein sorting or lipid synthesis like the other components of endomembrane system. Now we have another question: which of the following is carried out by the cytoskeleton in the cell? Cytoskeleton क्या करता है? देखो, प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस करता है, नहीं करता है, मोटिलिटी करता है, ये हमें देखना है, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन करता है, नहीं करता है, न्यूक्लियर डिवीजन करता है, नहीं करता है, एंड हियर वी हैव द करेक्ट ऑप्शन मोटिलिटी. अब एक्सप्लेनेशन अगर हम इसकी देखेंगे, एक्सप्लेनेशन क्या, एन इलाबोरेट नेटवर्क ऑफ फिलामेंटस प्रोटीनिशियस स्ट्रक्चर्स कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ microtubules, microfilaments, and intermediate filaments present in the cytoplasm is collectively referred to as the cytoskeleton. पढ़ा होगा आप लोगों ने. It's involved in many functions such as mechanical support, motility, maintenance of the shape of the cell. यह आपको याद रखना है कि शेप कौन सेल की मेंटेन करता है, that are the peroxisomes. Cytoskeleton, sorry. Now we have this. Question number 1, match list first and the match list second, and we have to choose the correct option. And this correct option हमें यहाँ से choose करना है, and after that we will see the explanation. Here this is your correct option, and we will see this like porins are huge pores in outer membrane of mitochondria, पता है, ठीक है, easy है. Leg hemoglobin turns nodules pink in color, ये भी easy है. Now H positive accumulation in lumen of thylakoid occurs during photosynthetic electron transport chain. Respiration is an amphibolic pathway. Now another we have here, this is your match column, and you have to match these: bacteriophage lambda, Escherichia coli, and haploid content of haploid content. अगर आप देखोगे यहाँ से आप easy ये इसका आंसर दे सकते हो. So this is your correct option, and the explanation here we have bacteriophage contains 5386 nucleotides, and the bacteriophage lambda contains 48,502 base pairs. Then we have Escherichia coli, it contains 4.6 internals per 6 base pairs, and the haploid content of human DNA is 3.3 internals per 9 base pairs. Which of the following substance would face difficulty to pass through the cell? आपको ये देखना है कि ऑप्शंस में से कौन ठीक होगा. So we have the substance soluble in lipids, substance with hydrophobic moiety, substance with hydrophilic moiety, all the substance irrespective of the hydrophobic and the hydrophilic moiety. And the correct option here is substance with hydrophilic moiety. When we see the explanation, substance that have a hydrophilic moiety find it difficult to pass through this plasma membrane, thus their movement has to be facilitated. If the pH in lysosome is increased to alkaline, what will be the outcome? देखो, मोस्टली प्रोबेबली पीएच की ही वजह से लाइसोसोम अपना काम करता है. लाइसोसोम एंजाइम विल बी मोर एक्टिव, हाइड्रोलाइटिक एंजाइम्स विल फंक्शन मोर एफिशिएंटली, दोनों गलत है. लाइसोसोम विल बी रिलीज इनटू साइटोप्लाज्म, ये भी गलत है. एंड हियर इज योर करेक्ट ऑप्शन. And when we see the explanation is here. Lysosomes contain hydrolytic enzymes which become active at acidic pH. If pH in lysosome is increased to alkaline, or basic, then hydrolytic enzymes will become inactive. Now another question: arrange the following formed elements in decreasing order of their abundance in the blood in humans. So here is the correct option. This सबसे ज़्यादा जो ब्लड में होता है, पहले नंबर पर एरिथ्रोसाइट्स, देन प्लेटलेट्स, देन न्यूट्रोफिल्स, देन वी हैव द मोनोसाइट्स एंड देन द eosinophils. Here is the correct option: erythrocytes, platelets, neutrophils, monocytes and the eosinophils. You can read this as well and इससे आपको बहुत ही फायदा होगा. Which of the following statement with respect to endoplasmic reticulum is incorrect? So here are the options: rough endoplasmic reticulum, attached to endoplasmic reticulum, a smooth endoplasmic reticulum is divided of ribosomes, prokaryotic only rough endoplasmic reticulum is present, smooth endoplasmic reticulum are site of lipid synthesis. See here is the twist, and twist ये है कि प्रोकैरियोटिक में ओनली रफ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम प्रेजेंट होता है, ठीक है, तो ये गलत है, वहां पर कोई भी एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम प्रेजेंट नहीं होता है. सो दिस इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. आपको इनकरेक्ट वाला बताना है. Now we have another questions and these are easy. Look, these questions are from your NEET जो आपके पहले वाले जो NEET exams हुए हैं. Which of the following which will be the direction of flow of water when a plant cell is placed in hypotonic solution? तो क्या होगा? Water will flow in the both directions. Water will flow out of the cell. Water will flow into the cell. No flow of water in any direction. Here C part is your correct option and we will see the explanation. The behavior of the plant cell, थोड़ा मैं zoom करूंगा इसको. The behavior of the plant cell with regard to water movement depends on the surrounding solution. ये आपको पता है. When a plant cell is placed in hypotonic solution, मतलब कम होना चाहिए वहां पर solute content, the water will flow into the cell and the cell will swell. ठीक है, so water will flow into the cell is the correct option. Now we have another question: which of the following organic component is the main constituent of lecithin? And the options we have: arachidonic acid, phospholipid, cholesterol and the phosphoproteins. And this is your correct option, that is the phospholipid. Explanation इसकी क्या है? Phospholipids are the main constituents of the lecithin. These molecules are composed of choline and the inos हम ऐसे इसको बोल सकते हैं inositol. ठीक है, it is found in all living cells, is a major component of the cell membrane. अगर आपको इसका PDF चाहिए प्लीज़ कमेंट सेक्शन में मुझे बताना, या मैंने आपको इसमें जो व्हाट्सअप चैनल है वो डिस्क्रिप्शन में मैं दूंगा, वहाँ पे आपको इसकी PDF इजी से मिल जाएगी. Now we have the concept of omnicellular e-cellular regarding the division. Cell division was first proposed by cell theory का क्वेश्चन है एंड सिंपल इसका जो आंसर है वो आपको पता होना चाहिए, that is Rudolf Virchow. Now we have another question here: which of the following element is responsible for the maintaining turgor in the cell? turgor pressure की बात हो रही है, and potassium, sodium, magnesium and the calcium are the options. This is our correct option. NEET 2018 में आया था. सो अगर हम इसकी एक्सप्लेनेशन पढ़ेंगे, among the given elements potassium is responsible for maintaining turgor pressure in cell because it regulates the protein pumps involved in the opening and the closing of the stomata. Magnesium is a constituent of the chlorophyll pigment which helps in the photosynthesis in green plants, and calcium provides a selective permeability to the cell membrane. All of these are essential elements. Sodium is involved in the membrane permeability. It's a non-essential element. ये भी आपको याद रखना है. Now we have another question, that's question number 5. Which among the following is not a prokaryote? So we have the options here: nostoc, mycobacterium, and the Saccharomyces is the your correct option. Question number 6. Here is our question number 6. Which of the following components provide sticky character to the bacterial cell? याद रखना है आपको, सेल वाल है, न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन है, प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन है, एंड वी हैव द ग्लाइकोकलेक्स इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. इसमें आया था नीट 2017 में आया था. Glycocolex is the outermost mucilage layer of the cell envelope. It gives sticky character to the bacterial cell. Select the wrong statement. अब मैं wrong statement बतानी है यहाँ पर कौन सी है. Bacterial cell wall is made up of peptidoglycans. ठीक है. Pilla and fimbriae are mainly involved in the motility of the bacterial cell. This is the wrong option here. Cyanobacteria like flagellated cells. ठीक है. Mycoplasma is wall-less microorganism, and this is our correct option. And when we see the explanation of this very part, this is the explanation here. Fimbriae or pili are fine here, like appendage used by the bacteria for attachment rather than motility. These are formula of protein called pillin. जो पिलाई होता है ना, पिलिन प्रोटीन का बना होता है. पिलाई आर longer than fimbriae and are 1 or 2 per cell. Some special type of pili called sex pili are present in the certain strains of the bacteria which help the bacteria for forming conjugation canals during sexual reproduction by conjugation method. Fimbriae also help bacteria for cell to cell adhering and the colonization. Now we have the question number 8. The structure that helps some bacteria to host to attach to rock or host tissue are. तो अभी हमने पढ़ा, and we have here the correct option, and this is our correct option, Fimbriae. Now we have question number 9. Which of the following structure is not found in prokaryotic cell? न्यूक्लियर एनवेलप, पहले ही न्यूक्लियस नहीं होता है तो न्यूक्लियर एनवेलप कहाँ से आएगा? So this is our correct option. Now a protoplast cell is a cell. Here we have the correct option, without cell wall. A protoplast is a cell without cell wall. It is a plant, bacterial or the fungal cell that had its cell wall completely or partially removed using either mechanical or the enzymatic means. ठीक है. Now we have question number 11. Select the correct statement from the following regarding cell membrane. तो सबसे पहले क्या, sodium and potassium ions remove sodium and potassium ions move across cell membrane by tissue transport. Mostly probably गलत है. Proteins made up of 60 to 70% of the cell membrane. गलत है. Lipids are arranged in a bilayer with polar ends towards the inner part. ये भी आपको गलत ही लगेगा. ठीक है. तो पहले 3 ऑप्शंस हमारे पास गलत है. एंड दिस फ्लूइड मोज़ेक मॉडल ऑफ सेल मेम्ब्रेन वाज प्रपोज्ड बाय सिंगर एंड निकोलसन. ये उसी से क्वेश्चन आया है. तो अगर हम इसके एक्सप्लेनेशन देखेंगे, अकॉर्डिंग टू सिंगर एंड निकोलसन, this is well accepted model. According to this model, membrane consists of a continuous bilayer of phospholipid with their polar hydrophilic ends on the outer surface. याद आपको रखना है, polar hydrophilic ends on the outer surface, and the 2 non-polar hydrophobic tails of each phospholipid molecule point inwards. ठीक है. That means पोलर जो है ना, नॉन पोलर हमारे पास टेल्स वो इनवर्ट्स होते हैं. Now we have another question. Which one of the following organism is not an example of eukaryotic cell? So पहले इससे चेक हो ले आता है, तो this is the correct option here. The bacterium E. coli is a prokaryote. ठीक है. It's a gram-negative, facultatively anaerobic, rod-shaped bacterium. It's the most widely studied prokaryotic model organism. Then here, which are the following also acts as catalyst in a bacterial cell? So 23 sRNA acts as the bacteria catalyst. Now, which one of the following structure between two adjacent cells is an effective transport pathway? Plasmodesmata is your correct option. You can see the explanation. Now we have question number 15. The plasma membrane consists of mainly plasma membrane किसका बना होता है? And the options we have phospholipid embedded in a protein bilayer गलत है. This is your correct option. Proteins embedded in a phospholipid bilayer. ठीक है. Now we have question number 16 here. Middle lamella is mainly composed of किसका बना होता है? So here is our calcium pectate easy है. And you can see the explanation as well. Plasmodesmata are ये क्या होते हैं? Connections between adjacent cells. And you can see also here is the explanation given. Now keeping in view fluid mosaic model for the structure of cell membrane, which one of the following statement is correct with respect to the movement lipid and proteins from one lipid monolayer to another? ठीक है, तो फ्लिप फ्लॉप मूवमेंट के बारे में आपसे पूछा गया है. बोथ लिपिड एंड प्रोटीन्स कैन फ्लिप फ्लॉप गलत है. while lipids can rarely flip flop, proteins can not, and this is your correct option. And here you can see the explanation. Mobility of membrane protein due to the fluid property of lipid bilayer was demonstrated by classical experiment by D. Fire and the D. E. Eden. Lipid molecule rarely migrate from one lipid monolayer to another monolayer of the lipid bimolecular layer. Such a type of movement is called a flip-flop or the transbilayer movement and occurs once a month for an individual lipid molecule. But proteins can never perform a flip-flop movement. ठीक है. Here is another question. A major breakthrough in the studies of cell cam with the development of electron microscope. This is because, and when we see the options, this is our correct option. Please watch these questions very carefully and do read the explanation as well. According to widely accepted fluid mosaic model, cell membranes are semi-fluid where lipids and the integral proteins can diffuse randomly. In recent years, this model has been modified in several respects. In this regard, which of the following statement is incorrect? ठीक है, आपको fluid mosaic model के बारे में बताना है कौन सा incorrect है. And the options we have: proteins in cell membrane can travel within the lipid bilayer. ठीक है, ये ठीक है. Proteins can also, ये वाला अभी हमने पढ़ा, and this is the correct option here. And these are the right answers, लेकिन हमें incorrect को choose करना है because हमें ये दिया गया है. Which of the following is the incorrect? You can see the explanation as well. A student wishes to study the cell structure under a light microscope having 10x eyepiece and 45x objective. He should illuminate the object by which one of the following colors of light so as to get the possible resolution. So simply इसका जो आंसर है that is the blue color. You can see the explanation is, well, now we have the question number 22. The main difference in the gram positive and the gram negative results in their cell wall. ठीक है. So when we see the explanation, gram strain is a different strand. There differentiates between bacteria into 2 gram positive and the gram negative. The basis of the differential lies in the composition, lipid content and thickness of the cell wall of these bacteria. Bacteria are called gram positive, they retain the, so bacteria are called gram negative if they retain the crystal violet color even after alcohol washing. Whereas cell wall of gram negative bacteria is thin, rich in lipid and decolorize the crystal violet color of the gram strain. Now we have in fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane. Which one of the following is the correct? Upper layer is non-polar and hydrophilic. Now upper layer is polar and hydrophobic. Phospholipids form a bimolecular layer in middle part. When we see the explanation, according to the fluid mosaic model, the cell membrane consists of a highly viscous fluid matrix of the two layers of phospholipid proteins. Protein molecules occur in membrane but not in continuous layer. ठीक है. DNA is mainly found in, किस में होता है? Simple है, न्यूक्लियस में प्रेजेंट होता है. The eukaryotic genome differs from the prokaryotic genome because इसमें क्या होता है? And we have the correct option here. Wait, and this is our correct option here. Reproductive sequence are present in the eukaryotes. Now this is the explanation you can read himself or herself. We have another question as well, which is the correct about cell theory in the way of the current states of our knowledge about the cell structure. This is the correct option. Cell theory does not hold good because all living beings do not have cellular organization, example viruses. And when we see the explanation, this is our explanation here. सेल थ्योरी किसने इसको प्रपोज किया था, शेल्डन एंड द शिवान. And you can read this the extract from your book. Cell recognition and the adhesion occurs due to the biochemicals of the cell membrane named. तो इसका क्या नाम है, glycoproteins and the glycolipids. You can see the explanation here. And 29th one is the genophore bacteria. Genome or nucleate is made up of simple सा question है, histones and non-histones. It's not correct. RNA histones no, and a single double stranded DNA is the correct option here. नाउ दिस इज़ द लास्ट जो हम डिस्कस करेंगे, एंड नेक्स्ट वीडियो में हम और कुछ ऑब्जेक्टिव्स करेंगे और उनको एक्सप्लेन करने की कोशिश करेंगे. बाल्बियानी रिंग्स आर साइट्स ऑफ, ठीक है. सो इसका जो करेक्ट ऑप्शन है दैट इज द आरएनए एंड द प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस. अगर हम इसकी एक्सप्लेनेशन देखेंगे, इन पॉलीटीन क्रोमोसोम सिल्वरी क्लेन क्रोमोसोम लार्ज सर्वेलिंग्स कॉल्ड pups are Balbini rings named after their discovery. In such rings, DNA is inactive and uncoiled for rapid transition of RNA और protein synthesis. ठीक है. अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगा हो तो प्लीज़ वीडियो को शेयर करना एंड like करना, and please subscribe the channel as well. In the next videos we'll be discussing the objectives from your various chapters from your biology section. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.